All right, I'm in the Oasis, the 9-hole cup. This is hole number 9 of the Oasis. So here's the deal. We're on hole number 9. I started off really good. You really, in these 9-hole cups, you need to score, just about any tournament out there. You got to look at the par 5s, par 4s, but just about any tournament out there, the minimum score is minus 12. You're supposed to get birdies on the par 3s, birdies on the par 4s, eagles on the par 5s. That's minus 12. So you got to look at the holes and see if there's any like, hey, you've got to get on that one, on that par 4. You got to. And there's several holes in the game that are par 4s that it's like, if you don't get an eagle on this hole, you have to treat that hole like a par 3. You got to get an eagle. Okay? So if you don't treat those holes as eagle holes, you're sunk. But in this tournament, minus 12 is the minimum. So if you just pick up 2, you just pick up 2 shots. You pick up hole number 1, I got an Albie. Hole number 2, I got a hole 1. So you pick up 2 shots. You're in the catbird seat for tiebreakers. And then when you're looking at the weekend round, this is where you want to be with tiebreakers up at the top to try and get a win. So then turning around and dropping hole number 7. Not good. But hole number 9 is a hole that a lot of people have problems with. And I'm going to try, even though I'm on track for a minus 13, and this is my practice account. And there's a shot out here with a power 3 ball. I'm really curious to see like what I can do or like how far I can get out there, like what my look is. And I'm going to bring, because if I can get out to the spot that I'm really trying to get to, I want to have a sniper. So I'm going to bring an extra mile. I normally play this with a Guardian. And I think that overall, the whole goal is to get to the island. And if you can give yourself a look at Albie, then great. But if not, go get your eagle and get the hell away from this hole. The Kingmaker does work better than a Titan just because of the side spin, so it gives you a little bit more options. But a Titan will work just as well. The King of Balls will work just as well. But this tournament is sponsored by Kingmaker. I should say that in a deep voice. This tournament is sponsored by Kingmaker. Come on, you got to have some fun. Let's go. Hole number 9. Let's see if we can get this done. There's a certain way that I play this hole, and it's the only way that I play this hole. And I'm always surprised at how many people don't play it this way. And I always like it when they play it the other way, because I know if I can make the little island out there, and you can make it, it's harder to do with a Marlin, but you can get it done. Typically, if you have an extra mile, a Marlin, and a Guardian, or a big dog, you can get it done. And you can get it done with a big topper too if you got lower developed clubs, because you got a lot of top spin, and you try and do the rough bump to get out to this island instead of trying to hit out there in the clear and go forward. So as long as you can get on the island, it gives you a nice shot over on this side. The farther you get out on the island, the more you put the trees into play and the more curl you have to get it around to the hole. So if you got lower developed clubs, it's better to be on this end of the island or all the way to the top, but you don't want to get caught in the middle. But if you've got upper developed clubs, it's better to be up at the top because you've got options. And if you bring a bigger power ball, my teammate Kyle said he brought a power 5 ball in this hole and was in his grizzly range and was able to do the rough bump with his grizzly. The biggest that I have in this account is power 3s, and I will tell you that the last 2 tournaments, especially the Redwood Cup, I tore through some power 5 balls. I went through 30 power 5 balls in the 9-hole cup, so I used my inventory. I'm going to put 3 top spin on it. It's 2.4. It's 2.1 per ring. And let's see if a straight up wind adjustment works. I hit it 1 ring great to the left. And that hit very nicely in that area. Was still able to bleed back on. So I left some distance. I needed to put on a little bit more curl than what I put on so that I would have gave myself more of a swing, because I should have been able to hit that that fairway's wide enough down there that I should have been able to hit it with a great to the left or the right or a perfect and still not clip the rough and rolled out, but just rolled through the fairway. To try and get all the way to the tip so that you're clear of this tree. So if you're clear of this tree, you're out there on the tip of that. You've got a shot coming like this with the tree on your right-hand side. And I don't think I'm out there far enough, so I'll probably have to use curl to make up the difference. And so having a 3 side spin ball is key. So if you're using a power ball, using one with 3 side spins, definitely beneficial. Or one of the new 4 side spin balls. Because then you can get out to that point and you can use the 4 side spin, because I don't think you need to use a lot of top spin. You can see like where I'm at on that tree. So if I try and go straight out the cup, and I'm a little short on this side. Okay, 2-6. 3 rings. I'm a little short on that side, so I can't go for the rough bump. So I'm going to do the backspin, side spin, curl shot and just get myself up on the green so I can get my eagle. I came to this hole to get an eagle. There's a big chunk of people that come to this hole that aren't going to be able to even get an eagle because they're going to go straight and they're going to have to take, they're relegating themselves to 3 shots to get on. And so this is one of those holes that, like in a tournament, you need to get an eagle on this hole. Like there's a few par 5s in the game that are truly birdie holes with an eagle opportunity. Like it's hard to get. I mean, I'm not going to say impossible, but it's super hard to get on into. Just to get on into. All right, at least I'm getting to take a shot with my wedge instead of my rough iron. Hit it 2 rings great to the left. In the hole. That close. I like your chances. Our chances of getting an eagle on that side, in my opinion, are 100%. But if you get to the right spot out there where you can do that rough bump, and you can see if I would have been farther forward, number 1, it would have got me closer to the hole. But number 2, it would have got me farther in front of that tree. And so I would have had, instead of having to put on some side spin to try and make up the difference, because I would have had to move it over to the left. And then I would have had to put a bunch of right-hand side spin to get back over on the right. So the farther you can get out there, the better. All right, that was hole number 9 of the Oasis. That's one man's opinion. Coming in with a -13. Really, your goal should be for tiebreakers. That'll give me good tiebreakers, but a -14 is where you really want to be, because if you come in with a -14, you're going to be closer to the top. And with these tiebreakers, it's really with 9-hole cups, because they're so short, tiebreakers are really important. All right. Thanks for watching.